I can do all things through him who gives me strength. This verse reminds us that even when we feel alone, God is still with us and gives us the strength to overcome any challenge. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This verse reminds us that God has a plan for our lives, and even when we're alone, He is working for our good and has a hope and future in store for us. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This verse reminds us to be strong and courageous, even when we feel alone, because God is with us always. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. This verse reminds us that God is always with us, even when we feel afraid or overwhelmed, and He will strengthen us and help us through any challenge. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance. This verse reminds us that God is our hiding place, where we can find refuge and protection from the troubles of life. Even when we're alone, He is still with us and surrounds us with songs of deliverance. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. This verse reminds us that we can dwell in the shelter of God's presence, where we are safe from harm and can rest in His care. These verses remind us that even when we're alone, we are not truly alone, because God is always with us, guiding, strengthening, and protecting us.